God bless America.
Are you gonna sing it?
God
Sing
bless
it.
America. Land that I love. Okay.
There was a
So,
lot
yeah,
of
we're.
little stick a boot in your ass comments yesterday.
Oh, really? Yeah. I guess we can, start with a little bit of a 4th of July wrap up since it just happened yesterday.
It
Um,
did, didn't it?
Yeah, so we had our annual, since it's rodeo weekend as well. I did get some clarification on how they can make the claim that it is the world's oldest rodeo,
Okay.
because it has to do, and I kind of knew that this was where we were going, but it has to do with it's the oldest rodeo where they organized to the point where they gave out prizes, prize money and awards and stuff like that. So
Got
that
it.
makes it the oldest rodeo in that respect. But part of the rodeo weekend is the 4th of July rodeo parade, which started yesterday at 9. So we got all our dudes up and all of our stuff on, and it was Nutsarama Banana Land Madhouse like I've never seen it before. For 4th of July. I mean, it's usually like, oh, yay, let's go watch the parade. But no, starting on Friday evening, and I know you covered this in your Huntington parade, you can only set up before a certain time. I
Yep.
don't know if that's the case here, but by Friday evening, there were easy ups all around, all along, up and down the parade route, chairs, blankets. That was already, everybody had staked out their spot. That's fine. So we get down there for the parade yesterday morning, and I said, let's go over on the other side this time, so we're not in the sun. We had to find some shade. So we decided to go sit at the restaurant that's right on the corner that has an outdoor bar called Doc's Barbecue, and we found a shady spot. We could see the parade from there, and I feel like I was drinking Coors Light like a loser. And however, it was on an empty stomach. And by 1 o'clock, parade was over. I said, let's go home and eat something. And I went to sleep. Didn't wake really well. I woke up because Tom woke me up to tell me, oh, dinner's ready. I'm like, oh, I didn't
I'm
even
just
know
going
you were
back to bed.
cooking. Ate that, went right back to bed. Tried to watch, a show and just was out in 10 minutes. So, yeah, I slept through the 4th. It was great.
Well,
These are the weekends where I think I'm 20 years old again, and my
you're
body
not.
reminds me, you are not 20 years old again, and now you're going to have to sleep. But I was not hungover or anything. I just, I wasn't. We weren't like drunk. We were just
You're just
had a
tired.
nice little buzz, and I'm like, let's just go home. We'll hang out. We'll come back down. Maybe go watch fireworks. Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
No, we won't.
That didn't happen. We woke up, we ate, went back to sleep.
Well, the
Ah,
extent of my parade participation was driving my kids to somebody's house on the other side of town so they could ride their bikes from there and go to the parade. And they did. And then I went and picked them up. But it was televised, so I did get to watch. It was jam-packed, but the parade itself is always usually pretty like mellow and calm. And there's some bits and pieces along the parade route that get a little wild,
right.
certain areas, but for the most part, it's pretty calm. I did want to do some mentions of what was in the parade. There were some llamas. They had live
Oh,
llamas in the parade.
nice.
Right. Yeah, great. Okay. They had a Mrs. Roper group that walked down the
Love
parade.
that. I
Awesome.
love
Love
that.
that. Tim Conway Jr., who is Tim Conway's son,
Mm-hmm.
local talk show host here, was the
Right.
Grand Marshal. I
Nice.
think for the seventh or eighth time, he's kind of the
Like no one else
go-to.
wants to do it.
I'm sure there's people that want to, but he's a popular SoCal
Mm-hmm.
favorite. It was a pretty big parade. Um, there was a Scooby van and a Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh, wow.
There, there were some other like designed Marvel character cars with the Marvel characters walking in it, and then a lot of local businesses and local things. But
Right.
like it had a lot of, some fun stuff. Everyone seemed to be having a good time. Now, then it goes into the fireworks show, which there was really no like major like craziness. Like for Huntington Beach, it was pretty mellow. Newport
Yeah.
Beach, however, the next city over,
We have seen, yes. We
as
saw the
anybody who's
antics.
been on social media has seen.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, that was Adrian's kickback. I think Fourth of July division times 100. I'm just glad I wasn't there. They
No,
destroyed that Vons. That Vons was gorgeous too.
that's
They were
awful.
like one video. They were shaking whatever the turn aisle sign, and they were carrying it down. I'm like, why? Why are we just someone? Like, how many people died last night? Probably
I
too
don't know.
many. But yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know, but
chaos. And then Long Beach on the other side at about 4 o'clock had a disbursement order for a specific general area. And I think after they dispersed, they kind of let people kind of come back in for, they weren't having, I don't think, fireworks. I think they were just doing a drone show, but I wasn't paying attention. So
hmm,
yeah, so the neighboring the neighboring cities were chaos and we were pretty calm for a change.
yeah, no kidding.
I'll
Well,
appreciate that.
our parade, because it is the rodeo parade, is largely rodeo related
Okay.
entries. A lot of people on horses. Miss Rodeo is there.
Of
Um,
course.
and from what I understood, but they were kind of still doing it anyway, was that I don't know that they're allowed to throw anything at the crowd anymore for safety reasons. But they still kind of like had candy and stuff. Well, the Pepsi people came through and were handing out Pepsis. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing they're not throwing them because that could hurt. But yeah, yeah, a lot of local businesses. And then there's, the veterans groups come through, and there was a whole like Spanish style equestrian group and a mariachi band and dancers, and so but yeah, but there's a lot of horse related activity groups that kind of go along with the rodeo. And somebody next to us was like, "Where's the marching bands?" I'm like, "This isn't that parade.
It's not that
Come
kind.
back in November for Veterans Day. You'll get your marching bands." But this is more equestrian related, rodeo related types of entries. So, but afterwards was the boot race, which I had mentioned last episode, and I did get a little more information on the boot race. It is sponsored by Budweiser. So, shout out to something small and hometowny that gets some pretty big attention. And
I
so
feel like
we will,
that's a missed opportunity for Boot Barn.
well, it's a missed opportunity, but I think Big Boot has to have a hand in it if it's going to go national. So, it's basically like 100-yard dash, and they start with the kids. The kids are adorable because there's that one kid just running his little heart out, and he wins. He's like way ahead of the other kids. You got the parents running with him. You got the kids that are kind of looking around like, what's happening? And then we kind of hung around a little bit, and I caught some of the adults like doing like wind sprints, like to warm up. I'm just like, are we taking it that serious?
Terrible idea.
And I did check out their boots to see if they had some, non-skid, non-slippage going on. And for the most part, they were wearing like not your dress boots that you take out dancing, but your work cowboy boots.
Work boots.
And this one guy had like straps kind of wrapped around the shaft part of the boot on around his shins and calves to keep it from, keep it tight. Because I guess, the upper part of boots is usually a little bit loose. And
Yeah.
we apparently that's not good for racing. So it was exactly as you'd imagine, just, a bunch of people running down the street in boots, doing a 100-yard dash. Yay, you win. I don't know. They had a bunch of Budweiser swag and stuff. So at that point, we decided to head home and, yeah, lay down for a long, long nap.
I
And
think
then,
the biggest complaint I saw was that somebody said it took them 2 hours to leave the parking lot, which is completely not surprising because you have a parking lot full of roughly 3,000 people all
mm-hmm.
trying to leave through one exit, and each light cycle only can take about 15 cars. And I think the
Ah,
police were a little too busy dealing with other things to get out there and traffic control, move people along a little faster.
yeah.
Um,
That's when you
yeah,
go do something for a
that's the
while
same
and
when
then
the
come back.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's the air show, any major event where they just funnel people out of one specific place. It's like that's
Mm-hmm.
just like there's
Yeah.
not much you can do about it. Other
Not
you know,
much you can
just
do.
open and once you get out of the parking lot, just driving through downtown, like just driving to get out of the general like downtown area is tough because you've got people
Oh, yeah.
still all out in the middle of the street doing their fire, and it's just people and
It's
smoke and
nutso.
stuff, and you don't want to hit anybody, and yeah,
Yeah. It's hard to maneuver around. And here, there is a parking garage downtown. I'm sure that fills up fast, but it dumps out onto like a side street. So it's not that difficult to get in and out. But the entire area around the courthouse is blocked off for the 4th. And
yes.
so, and it's still going on today. This morning I took the dog for a walk and there was still like thousands of people down there. I'm like, okay, there's not that much like Navajo jewelry and candles that people can buy that they're still interested in. So I don't know if they still had other events and things, bands or whatever going on today, but I just thought, okay, it's a rest day. So you give me 2 days off in a row and things happen. So, but anyway, do you have any other sharesy caresy for me
No, I mean
aside from Fourth of July?
today was a pretty quiet day at the beach, which I kind of suspected. Everybody got all their stuff out. I haven't seen or heard anything out, but I haven't looked. They do a bike parade. It's
Mm,
usually the Saturday before 4th of July, but because 4th of July was yesterday, it was actually today, and they block off the whole basically the same parade route, and like 7,000 people on their bikes ride
yeah,
down, and then they get to the end, and there's a whole big festival, and they got all kinds of like carnival stuff, and I'm sure there's
yeah.
World Cup soccer shenanigans and Sunday fun day downtown. People are enjoying themselves, I'm
Now,
sure.
when we lived closer to the beach, um, we used to like to do, a booze cruise on bikes.
Yeah.
And do you remember the one that we did? I think
Vaguely,
we brought our own booze with us. We had
we
a
did.
backpack with a bottle of Malibu rum
Malibu rum.
because it
Yeah.
was the beach. It was appropriate that we have something coconut flavored. And I think we made it all the way to Manhattan Beach
Didn't we come back the other way?
and then came
Did we start
back.
drinking in Manhattan? Came back, and then
I
what
don't
about
remember
Avenue
where we
C or
started,
D? I don't think we
but
made much further than
we hit
that.
Torrance Beach and decided to have a little lay down
A
before we
little
headed
nap.
home. And I don't know how long we were there for, but yeah, we took a little nappy and then headed home. But yeah, we
Yeah,
used to
that
like a
was.
good booze cruise. I don't know that I could do that now.
I don't think I could.
I mean, they do a pub crawl here for St. Patrick's Day. I don't think I could do that. And that would be the same thing. I'd be walking home. I just can't drink like that anymore, which I guess is a good thing. It's a good thing. You have to look at it that
Yeah,
way.
two was
And
about it for me.
I don't even really drink hard liquor anymore. It's mostly seltzers and like yesterday was Coors Light. Coors Light.
Water.
Stupid. All right. So I have a joke for you.
Oh gosh. Okay. Fire away.
I have to preface it by telling you that it was said by I think a 10-year-old boy.
Okay.
So
Good.
keep that in mind.
Perfect.
But it
Yes.
just made me laugh. I don't know. It just hit me in a way that I just thought, I love it, especially since it was a 10-year-old boy telling it. Okay. Did you know that boys have three knees. They have a left knee, they have a right knee, and they have a weenie.
Yes, I kind of saw that going that way. Yeah. It's so dumb, but like you
So
can
dumb.
totally see how and that 10-year-old probably laughed with tears down his face so hard that that was the funniest thing he's ever heard in his entire life.
And I love that for him. And it just made me laugh. I loved it. Um, also, fuck you, Fritos, for jacking the price of your bags back up to $6.
Yeah.
They had a
Oop,
momentary, you brought it down and now it's just right back up there. So sorry,
that's
that's
okay.
not happening.
For Labor Day it'll be like a dollar each if you buy seven. And then you can just buy seven and just beat them.
I don't
That's
want
what
that
they
many
do. They
Fritos.
jack everything up and then they do these big whatevers, but you have to buy 400 of them in order to get whatever the special deal is. So
Yeah,
you
that's
just
no.
throw them in the back. I mean, they have a shelf life. It's not like they're going to
Yeah,
expire.
but I don't believe in that.
It's just dumb.
I don't believe in that.
It's
And
dumb.
then lastly, a little update on my bunny friend Kevin.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I haven't really seen much of him because it's fully light when I get to work now, and so he's not really out. They're like a dark dusk type of animal.
Okay.
But the other day, but I have seen him, just sporadically. But I decided to. I had some time left for lunch. The internet at work sucks, so I can't look at anything on my phone. I thought, you know
Scroll.
what? I've got to get out of the building while the sun's out and just get some vitamin D. I'll just take a cruise around the parking lot. And we have these water tanks on the property because where the office is, it's well water. So everybody has water tanks. And I went behind the little water tanks because, yeah, you never know. You can find something interesting like behind a structure.
Uh-huh.
And there were some carrots laying on the ground. And I thought, oh, somebody else is having a lovely little
Someone's
animal
feeding
human
Kevin.
relationship with Kevin and feeding him out there. So I thought that was nice. I'm not the only one that's
Perfect. I'm glad Kevin's got
enjoying
food.
the boonies. Kevin's getting little treats. So
Now,
good deal.
I do have I do have kind of some sad news about farm animals that I'm caring for right now.
Oh no.
In the summer, I'm dog sitting, but then they also have ducks that hatched in the backyard that they have to take care of. So RIP though, two of the ducks have died. I don't know why. Like the one duck like was walking like it was drunk, so I like gave it extra food and gave it extra
Oh.
water, and then like the next day it seemed to be okay, and then the next day it was just dead. And then yesterday one of the other ones is just dead. Like I have no idea. Like they all look
Mm.
fine, but then it's just dead. So I don't like I'm
Bird flu.
like I don't I yeah, I don't know if they're but they also like drink their own shit water, which can't be
Oh.
good, but like they just that's just what they do. Like they shit in the bowl that they drink out of. Like they
Yeah,
climb
because they
in
want to
it and
swim in
drink
it
while they're
probably. Yeah.
shitting. Yeah, no, and so I don't
They
know.
might have
I got two I don't like they just need to like start flying and go away and then they'll
yeah,
probably be fine.
right. There it could be
So I
something they
sprayed them with a
ate
little bit
or sometimes they if they spray around the property with like a pesticide or something that might have gotten who
it
knows.
could be that I yeah I don't or it
Could be
could
a
be
number of
they
things.
also have like they drown themselves sometimes like they drink too much water and they just I don't know so
Mm,
we got two we'll
yeah.
keep you posted on it's just I'm not a
I
big fan of picking up dead animals.
no, I'm not either. That's sad. Um, okay. Well, today we're going to talk about, we can't get through an episode without talking about some kind of food. So, I
It's the only
I've
pleasure I
always
have in life
yeah,
anymore.
really. I've always liked to eat out. And we certainly hit the bar scene back in our day. The grocery
Yeah.
store is a wild adventure on a regular basis. So we're going to kind of talk about like how that whole industry has changed, some of our favorites, some places that are gone forever that we miss, and all things food and drink. today?
Now, the one thing that always comes to my mind is the red onion. Not the original red onion in Palos Verdes that's still there, but the other red onion that became a chain of like chaos and mayhem. There was what, a handful. They had their Rasta Sundays where you could buy like giant bowls of booze for
Mm-hmm.
$6, and they never carded anyone, so that was like everybody knew you could get in with, like, it was just, they had that reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And then the owners of I don't know what happened, but slowly but surely there's allegedly there were some financial struggles, um, that may or may not have included embezzlement. I don't know. These are just the things I hear from various different local news sources. And then they kind of went away, but then came a place called Baja Sharkies, which is basically the sons of the guy that started the original. And it is without its fair share of rumor and speculation. There was one in Hermosa and then one in Hmm,
Manhattan.
maybe Manhattan or
Yeah.
Redondo. And then there was a mysterious fire at one in the middle of them building the one in Huntington Beach. Then they
Mm.
magically had money to complete the one in Huntington Beach. These are rumors and speculation. I'm not accusing anybody of
Mm-hmm.
using insurance fraud with a fire. And then the one here, then there's one I think in Newport Beach too. So there's five or six of them, all in very, and it's also got the reputation for it being the place that doesn't card, pours heavy.
Mm.
It has had some drug related issues,
Right.
and it's like it's like it didn't go away. It just put a new
Right.
label on the outsider one. But that's the
Well,
one I always think of when I think of like the old, it's the same. It's the
yeah.
same.
Well, that red onion in Palos Verdes, I mean, that's mandatory that we go eat there when we go visit my mom.
Of
It's still there.
course.
It tastes exactly the same. It's still awesome. But yeah, that one at the Redondo Pier for a while, that was because they had this bomb ass happy hour. They had a full thing of food that was free. The drinks were cheap. And it was, it was, you get your night started there. And
It was like
uh,
$5 all you could eat and drink,
yeah,
and like there's no
yeah.
way you could sustain that for as
You
long as
can't
they
do that now.
did.
I mean, I know we've talked about how happy hour sucks now. It's like, here's $1 off your drink. Well, no, thank you. I'd rather just drink at home. But yeah, those red onions. There was one in Marina Del Rey. So when I was in
Oh
college,
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
used to go to that one. There was the one in Redondo. Was there one? No, that was
There's
in
one in Seal Beach
Acapulco
because
over
that's
by
where
the
we went.
mall.
There was a
Yeah,
Seal Beach. That's where we went for my 21st birthday, where we saw
that's
Weird
right.
Al Yankovic
Weird Al
on
Yankovic.
Dollar Drink Night.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we
Uh,
certainly made our way around uh as young adults,
yes.
having
And
a
who
good
could
time.
forget, like, right next to it was Chillers,
Oh,
which was
chillers.
just a
Okay.
giant booze Slurpee dance
Those were
club.
horrible. Okay, so the Toes in Redondo, that people would go back and forth from
Yeah.
chillers to Toes.
Yeah.
And inevitably somebody would be cleaning up a big pile of slushy vomit in the bathroom because those things
Red
just
slushy vomit.
ah they made you vomit. They were horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I think I only went there once. Yeah, not a good thing.
It was rough.
So
No.
I kind of did a little bit of a history, as I do, about the whole restaurant world industry, food. So back in the 1950s is when travel started to really kind of become easier for people, the average American. You had the post-war prosperous time, people had money, the interstates and highways, they were easier to travel, cars were easier to drive. So with that came, you needed stops for people. You needed places for people to stay, to stop, to eat, gas stations, things like that. So that's kind of how a lot of restaurants got started, was in that era. The 1960s, I found something interesting about salad bars. Kind of got started in the 1960s because
Sizzler.
they started as an appetizer type of thing for people to eat while they were waiting for their dinner, because dinners took longer back then. You didn't have the rapid fire fast food things coming out as soon as you ordered that we have now. So it was a diversion, basically, and a way to stall while you made someone's food. Oh, here's a salad bar. Serve yourself. And that was also the time where there was increased family time outside of the home. So people wanted to do things with their families, but they wanted to do them away from home. So you had family style restaurants and a lot of beef based menus. You look at the menus back then and it was beef Wellington, Swedish meatballs, beef this, veal that, surf and turf got big back then. In the 70s, things shifted. You had shifts in gender roles. You had more women working outside the home. So meal prep and meal planning kind of was like, well, can we just go out so I can get a break? I don't have time. I don't want to do it every night. Too much. And also you had a shift in the type of food people were eating. You wanted healthier options. This is when like health food crazes started. 1980s, you had a lot of innovation, a lot of signature chefs popping up. Like, oh, I want to create this exciting menu. I want to make it into a whole experience instead of just cooking your traditional meat and potatoes crapola. 1990s, you had fusion cooking, so that kind of continued. You had chefs that wanted to be artsy and creative and make a name for myself and create an empire. In the 2000s, you had more attention to where food was coming from, more farm to table things type of popping up, more organic, which I think is a huge scam. But anyway, that could be a whole nother show in itself. And then the 2010s, you kind of got into the more customization of your food, the special orders, the millions of different options. And you also had a lot of drink places popping up, a lot of coffee shops, a lot of Starbucks.
So many.
I mean, I don't even know what boba tea is, but I want nothing to do with it.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So, and then we've gone into the digital age where if you stick a QR code in front of me, I'm leaving. Give me a paper menu because that's just, I hate it. I hate it.
But you got to
So,
zoom and pinch and spread, and
uh,
sometimes it doesn't pinch. Then you got to download it, but then you get
yeah.
it's just give me a burger.
Now I have to say that I am doing a little more online ordering with apps, just because in some cases I've found it's easier if you already know what you want, just order it. It's ready when you get there and just go pick it up and bring it
Yeah.
home. I do not use any food delivery services other than like once in a while we'll get pizza delivered from this one place we
Yeah.
like, but I don't use all those.
I'm not, yeah, I know there's a lot of people that like the DoorDash and the Uber Eats and all of those things. That makes me nervous because I don't know who you are. And
Mm-hmm.
I get that some of them have a sealed sticker and they have this and they have that. And I
Yeah.
know plenty of people that do it. I just don't have a comfort level for it. If
Mm-hmm.
I see one or hear one story, that's every story as far as I'm concerned. So I just go pick it up. I'll
Yeah.
call and order something and then go pick it up. Sometimes I'll order it online again. I think I've maybe had it delivered like maybe twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not my gig. It's not my
Yeah,
jam.
no. I mean, it's after going from a place where we had nothing to a place where we have
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting in the car and going because it's not far.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I
No,
can always
and
find a
I
reason to
will.
make
Yeah.
6 more stops while I'm out, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And I will also order online or call and order to go pick it up before yeah, I'll do that. But, when I don't go out as nearly as much just because everything is It's just there's like 6 places I love, and I just go to those 6 places. And if it's not one of those 6 places, I'm going for something that's I want the most cost effective option
Mm-hmm.
instead of, right? Like anywhere, like I'm going
Yeah.
to cost effective and closest. So at lunch, I'm going to Del Taco because it's closest, and I'm getting the, $1.99 bean burrito. I just need a little
Right.
snacky to get me over if I forgot my lunch or I didn't bring it, or I just need,
Right.
something like that. But usually I just bring my own stuff,
Mm-hmm.
make my own shit at
Okay,
home.
now you brought up Del Taco. Now, when people say, "Oh, I don't eat fast food," you're a fucking liar. Everybody eats fast food. Don't sit there and tell me, "Oh, I don't eat that. I don't eat that kind of food." Yeah, right. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, we had like, and that was one of the things on my list. There was like the whole like Taco Bell, Del Taco, Noggles. Noggles was super big, and then Del Taco bought them, and then Noggles has a resurgence, and they opened
Mm-hmm.
like 3 locations, and I think they just have the one. And then there was Pup and Taco,
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell. Like they're all basically the same stuff, but like I
Hot dogs
love like
and
Del Taco
tacos.
is my favorite.
I
I love
do,
Del Taco so much.
I do like the tacos. Now, I do enjoy a double Del burger. However, the
Yeah.
last time
Oh,
I
the
had
Double Dell's
one,
so good.
I felt like I go, there's too much bun going on here. I don't,
Okay.
too much bun. So
And
I do love a double Del cheeseburger, but
my
they've
favorite, and I
changed.
bet you could get Del Taco to make it for you, but Noggles still has the bun taco, which is basically taco meat on a bun instead of in a taco shell. I
Mm,
love the bun taco. Del Taco did it, or Taco Bell did it for a while, like, I don't know,
hmm.
40 years ago. Um, but I bet because they have bun, right? They have burger buns. So you could probably say, hey, could you make me a taco bun? But Noggles has it if I
Yeah.
need a good taco bun.
So most places, if they don't have it on the menu anymore, they might make it for you. If they can
Yeah,
still
and
make
if
it,
they've
they'll
got all
do
the
it.
stuff, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. But
Except they don't know how to ring it up. Like they don't
yeah,
know what
this
button
is
to
true.
push.
This is
Like I don't
true.
care. Charge me for a hamburger. Charge me for a taco. I don't care which one. But
Yeah.
you just assemble it this way.
Well, and it depends on what I'm in the mood for. It's like if I am in the mood for McDonald's, I'll go get a Happy Meal. I don't need a huge thing, but it's like it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. And if I'm in the mood for it, I'll just go have a little bite.
I'm always like, I would say over the past 5 or 7, 8 years, even if I'm like, oh God, that sounds really good, and I'll go get it, and I'm like, it doesn't taste as
It's
good
not.
anymore.
It doesn't hit the
It's
same.
just not as good. It doesn't
It
hit the
doesn't hit the
same.
same.
It's sad.
Yeah. And
Sad.
it's kind of the whole fast food industry has changed as far as we've talked about this before that it was everybody's first job. And
Yeah.
now you go into a McDonald's or we have a Popeyes near us that is we've gone a couple times and every time it's a challenge because it's the manager running around like a mental patient. It's like one employee and it's kind of like, I'm sorry, I came in. It's you're
Yeah, that's
obviously
rough.
something's going on here that's beyond our control. But it's I look at the old commercials, the old McDonald's and Burger King commercials from like the 70s and 80s. It's a bunch of kids, their first job,
Yeah.
they're talking to you, they're laughing, they're getting your order, and it's like that's how it used to be. I mean, maybe not all the time. You still had a bunch of kids that were kind of like, "I'm sorry, sir, I don't know what you ordered," but uh, but now it's like they hide from you because they want you to order at the little kiosks. They want you to use the app. They don't want to talk to you. God
They
forbid they
just want
talk to
assembly
you.
people.
They just want
Yeah.
to put it together
Us-
and
yeah.
hand it and not talk to you, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad. So, um, I also was thinking about mall food too.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a whole different empire of mall food
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like hot dog on a stick
Yeah. I
and
don't like,
Orange
yeah.
Julius,
Perry's Pizza.
Perry's
Perry's
Pizza,
Pizza. Yeah.
Sparrow,
Zaboro.
Sparrow.
Tomorrow.
Sparrow.
Well, like now, like the malls are all just gone. Like
They are.
they don't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have all of those fun things.
But
I
we did have some good
I
mall
kind of
food
had
though.
this little like like a dinery kind of place, right? And they were all three like right on the same intersection, and it was like Coco's Marie Calendar and Bob's Big Boy. Um, and there still are Coco's Marie Callender's and Bob Big's Boy, but like not like this was like on every corner. This was
Right.
right. This was like casual family dining everywhere, and that was back when you had the smoking and the non-smoking
Mm-hmm.
section. It's
Yeah.
crazy,
Oh, I know.
crazy. Like
Smoking and
it's right
non-smoking.
there. You're sitting right next to him.
Oh my gosh. But it was a treat to go out to eat. It wasn't
It
something
was a
we
big
did.
deal.
Yeah, because growing up, you got kids. You had a single mom trying to do it, and it's like it was expensive to go out to eat. So it
Yeah.
was usually for like a birthday or special occasion. If my parents were going out, we'd have pizza, stuff like that. But we mostly ate at home. But just the way that dining has changed now, and it's just it's different, and
Yeah.
it's not the treat it was. It's like, okay, eat so we can turn these tables. So it's
I
not dining anymore.
No, I have. So we have Albertsons and Vons near us, and I was like, oh, well, I couldn't rethink of it, and then I Googled and remembered it was Lucky's before it was
Mm-hmm.
Albertsons, and then Lucky's had the Lucky Loggers, which were the beers. Then you'd take the cap off, and there'd be the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think they still make the Lucky Loggers, even though it's not Lucky's anymore. It's Albertsons. But I have to take a look and see. But that was the store we went to, and then Alpha Beta is just basically Vaughn's, and I think it's still Alpha Beta elsewhere, not here.
It's one company now. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's right. They're both like
yeah,
they're all the same. It's
they're
Kroger,
all the
which is
same.
Ralph's, and
Kroger,
then
Fry's
Alpha
is what we
Beta,
have.
Vaughn. Like they're all yeah. Now I
Albinsons,
remember Fresh and Easy was on every freaking corner, and then like 5 years later, they're all gone.
they're
They
all
don't
gone.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
That was wild that they disappeared so fast.
Yeah,
I
well,
liked Fresh
I
and Easy
mean,
though.
we have a Red Robin close by. I still like Red
Yeah,
Robin.
yeah, they got
Um,
good fries.
when I go visit my mom, we go to Islands. Um, when those opened, they were
What about
really
you
popular.
go to your mom's? You can go to Hoff's Hut.
Hoff's Hut. Oh
I had
God.
to like I had to go to the map and like open it real big. I'm like, what's the name of that place?
Is
There's
that
a
still there?
it's weird. It's like a yeah, I think so. The one on
Oh,
Crenshaw.
oh
I think it
God.
is
Oh, how funny. Hoff's Hut.
Hoff's Hut or the Velvet
Yeah.
Turtle.
Yes, like we used to go there for brunch.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
was a fan. The
Mm-hmm.
fancy brunch.
Velvet Turtle. Yep.
Yeah.
Some of the places, let's see. I did try to make a list of places that aren't around anymore but I didn't recognize hardly any of them. But you had mentioned Noggles and
Yep.
Pup and Taco,
Hmm.
Sambo's. I loved
Oh
Sambo's.
yeah.
That was
I don't think
kind of
we
like
had Sambos
it was
out
almost like a
here.
Denny's, but
Yeah.
loved Sambo's. Um, we used to do, when we would travel, we would stay at like Howard Johnson's a lot. So
Uh-huh.
we would eat at Howard
Ojo?
Johnson's.
Yeah.
Hojo's. I don't think those are around anymore.
I don't think so either.
Um, Der Wiener Schnitzel. And you could get
Yeah, they're
like
still around. We got
four
one
hot
down the
dogs for
street.
$2 or something like that. Okay, Farrell's. We've talked about Farrell's
Yep.
before. Ice cream
Yeah.
parlor.
Yeah.
Those are all gone. There was a while, I don't know if Boston Market is still around,
No, those are
where,
all gone.
but there was
Yeah,
also a
I forgot
place
about them.
over by where I used to work called Kookaroo, which was
Yeah,
kind of the
Kookaroo Chicken. I remember Kookaroo.
same concept where you'd get the chicken and
Yeah.
then pick all your sides. One that I loved was Soup Plantation.
Yeah.
They had
COVID
everything,
did that in.
but it was, yeah, it was like a giant buffet of different salads and fruit and But it's like, how much
Now
salad can you eat? It
I don't
was
know.
cheap for a while.
Some, yeah, or you get the coupons. You get them in the
Right.
mail and you just get your coupon and go. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
way to do it. Or I think they offered AAA discount was pretty decent too, so you could do that.
Yeah, but
Um,
you had that whole section over there on Torrance Boulevard and
yeah,
Hawthorne
yep.
where you had Marie Callender's, you had Soup Plantation, you had
Hmm.
oh God, what was the club that was there? Then it was a nightclub, but it was I think they served food. I forget. I'll have to ask Tom.
Well,
He'll
I've got
remember.
is it there's some notable places over in that general area was Del Conte's,
Del Conte's.
Jolly Rogers,
Yeah.
the Bullpen, but I don't think the Bullpen served food. It's still
Yeah,
there
they do.
too. Um,
Steak.
CJ Bear, no, Baxter's. Was it
Yes.
Baxter's? Where it was like a dinner steakhouse until 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And then they'd shut the doors and it turned into a
Yep.
nightclub. Yeah. There was one by Kelsey Fullerton.
Yeah. There was one in
Yeah.
Manhattan
Uh-huh.
Village.
Yeah. And
Um,
then do you remember, maybe you were, I don't know if you had moved out here yet, but there was the chicken steak and chocolate cake place
oh yeah.
on
It
off.
was Longfellow's. And we
No,
we
it was called, no, there was the
yeah, it was
restaurant called the chicken steak and
yeah,
chocolate
it
cake
was called
place.
Longfellow's though, I think.
Well, I thought
The
that was the name of
the
it.
chicken steak and chocolate cake place. And I always wanted to eat there and my parents were like, we're not eating there
It's
because they had
disgusting.
heard that the kitchen was dirty from
It's
one of their
disgusting.
church friends or somebody was like, nope, we don't eat there. So but we used to get Vince's lasagna a lot
Oh yeah,
till that
yeah.
place closed. Yeah. Uh, uh, Victoria's Station, where you'd sit in the train
Same.
cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there was a pasta something or other that took over a bunch of the train
Spaghetti Factory.
stations. Spaghetti Factory, yeah.
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 I think there's still a
Um,
few of those. I don't know.
so, yeah, I mean, it's like I love Chick-fil-A. I'll eat there. I love a Red Robin, Islands, any New York style pizza from an independent place. Not Domino's, not Pizza Hut, not Straw Hat, not Round Table. They all sucked. All sucked. You got to get your pizza from someone who makes pizza.
I mean, we could always go to Shakey's and get some Mojo
Ugh.
potatoes.
Okay, I'll do the Mojos, but no Shakey's. Their pizza. When we moved
It's
to
not so good.
California, being from New Jersey, we knew what good pizza was. And the first
And Shakey's
time
wasn't it.
we had Straw Hat, my mom was like,
Oh,
I understand why it's called
nasty.
Straw Hat because it tastes like a
It was
straw
just
hat.
bad.
Yeah, the pizza was horrible. Um,
We
you
had
know,
in San Pedro there was McCowan's Market, which was like a fancy would be like the equivalent to like a Bristol Farms today. It was like the
hmm
fancier grocery store. We used to go there. Now I think it's like a 99 Ranchers Market or something, but McCowan's Market, I think there were like three of them in San Pedro.
mm, yeah. Um, I love my Cracker Barrel. Not really for the
Yeah,
food, for the atmosphere,
for the
um,
people.
for the people. But yeah, you had mentioned grocery store. I have some thoughts about the grocery store. So um, I know there's a whole psychology to grocery stores. I mean, if you're going to own a grocery store, you go to grocery store university. And there's a whole psychology to the layout, the music, the
Mhm.
lighting, the everything in a grocery store. And I get that. I get that. However, the produce department in any grocery store has got to be the worst layout, the worst to try to maneuver around, with the exception of, I will give this to Sprouts. They're pretty spread out and everything's at one, tic tac toe angle. Why do I have to have something with cherries at some weird askew angle? And now I got to do like a whole loop around it to get over
Because
to
it's
the cucumbers.
because it's inviting you in.
And
It's at an
so,
angle, inviting you
uh,
in.
I hate it. I know that there's a whole science around it, but really, and especially when the store's busy, trying to maneuver around the produce section it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate it. Hate it. Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
fair.
that's my 2 cents, and guess what? That's worth nothing since we got rid of pennies.
There are some people that are really, really upset about the whole penny thing and that they're rounding up and down.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I get the point that, like, but eventually, like, it balances out. Like, sometimes you're losing 2 pennies and sometimes you're gaining
Right.
three, and like, whatever. Honestly, I don't think anyone's going to build an empire because we discontinued pennies and they're rounding up or down. Like,
I don't know. I don't. I don't know.
it's, yeah.
That's
The
crazy.
fact that we stopped making them, there shouldn't be, like, it shouldn't instantly now be a shortage. Like, that's not real. So I hate that
No.
people say, "Oh, there's a penny shortage." No, no, there's not. There's
No, there's
definitely
not.
not a shortage.
There's not.
There's definitely not a shortage.
No.
If
There's
you are choosing to not carry them because in the future they don't exist anymore, that's fine. But don't try and tell me there's a shortage, because there's not. There's just
there's plenty of
not.
pennies out there. No, we already do the
Yes.
rounding. Nobody's said anything. And if people do, I have a drawer full of pennies. I just pull a penny out. Here you go. Here's your penny. Get out of here.
You have tons of them.
Yeah.
I always have a hand. There's always 20 of them at the bottom of my purse, or the bottom of my pocket, or in my ashtray, or on the floor. There's
Yeah.
pennies everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I did when I was looking at the whole grocery store psychology, just for shits and giggles. The floral department, there's a reason why it's always one of the first things you see when you walk in the door. Same thing with the produce department, because it's freshness, it's, colorful, and it is supposed to make you feel good as you walk in the
Alive.
store. Make you feel healthy, like, oh, I'm going to have healthy stuff today.
Oh, they
So you get
smell
to
so
the chip
good.
aisle and then, it's over. But
You have to buy 7 of them because that's how
yeah,
you get the discount. Because if you buy 7, it's the same as if you buy one.
the damn Fritos, right? I mean, I understand the whole thing about shelf space and eye level and all that stuff. The dairy, the milk, convenience items are always at the back of the store. So you have to walk all the way through the store.
Yeah.
And things are strategically placed at bottleneck locations, impulse items. And that's kind of why they do that in the produce section, is to push you into impulse buying and the little things that are on the end caps of the aisles. But yeah, I don't like it.
I wonder if that stuff really works anymore.
I think it does, because they say if you stick to a list and get just what you're there for, but most people don't do that. I mean, I bring a list with me, but I'm also looking at everything. I'm looking what's on sale or what's on special, or I'm trying to think, what do we want to eat this week?
Well, and
But
sometimes I go and just walk up and down every aisle because I'm not quite sure what I need or what I
yeah,
want or what I'm feeling like. And, like, something's in my, oh, yeah, that's right, I do
right.
need that. Or, oh, yeah, I mean, I try and make a list, but
Something's on special.
sometimes I'm very focused.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you see one thing and you're like, oh, I haven't had that in a while. And next thing you
I'm
know,
going to
you've
change.
spent an
Yeah.
extra $10 on, something you weren't planning on making. So, I mean, they really, I think it does still work, and a lot of the holiday stuff. But
Yeah.
but yeah, the whole thing is just a huge
Yeah.
mind meld when you go in there. Um, Now, uh, we have a Bucky's that just opened
I
over
hear
by
that's quite,
Phoenix.
everybody's very excited about the
People
Buc-ee's.
are losing their minds,
Yeah.
and I think in the fall we're going to take a you know
Field trip?
take a field trip and check out Bucky's. So I don't even know what you would call it, a travel stop. That's like pretty much a mall inside. I mean, they've got
Yeah, I mean, so we've got a place here called Northgate Market, which is like a Spanish grocery store, Mexican grocery store. But the newest one they built in Costa Mesa is like Disneyland for Mexican grocery stores. So they have on the, like, you go in and they have like like it's like regular grocery store, but then there's like these little sections. And so like there's tacos and tamales and already made. So there's like little stations that you can
Mm-hmm.
go to and buy, and there's like a little food court, but it's like all their own homemade stuff. And
Right.
then there's like an actual restaurant and there's a bar. And then on the other side, they have like regular grocery aisles, but then there's like a churro station and then there's a like a bakery. So it's like Mexican food grocery store slash Disneyland. Now they opened
Wow.
one close by called H Mart, which is the same concept but Korean food.
Right.
So they
I've
have
heard of
like all the
those. Yeah.
Korean grocery stores, but then this, yeah, I love the Japanese market. Those, that's one of my favorite places.
Mm.
So good.
Yeah. We don't quite have those here, but they're putting in an Aldi. I'm not an Aldi fan.
Yeah,
Not
whatever.
an Aldi fan.
It's stupid grocery
Um,
store.
and
I feel like it's the same as like what's that? Bargain. What's that? Whatever the bargain one. There's a bargain outlet.
oh,
Grocery
okay.
market, bargain
Grocery
outlet.
outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically, I feel like it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
had
I
that
don't go to,
in
there's not one close by. I don't go to Aldi.
have you ever been to an Erewhon?
No, I will never. I'm not
I don't
spending $17 on a strawberry.
I the
I'm
I
not
don't know how
doing
those
it.
stay in business other than,
Well,
people want to pay that much.
it's because it's the closest grocery store to a very, people are going because they have a shit ton of money and they don't care, and it's the closest one and there's less people in it. They're not like it used to be. Like, so there's Mother's Market here, which is kind of like the original Erewhon. Like that was like all full fresh. Like I'll go to some of those stores occasionally if I'm looking for something specific that the regular grocery store doesn't have. But I don't. I'm not.
Yeah.
Even if I was loaded, I don't know that I would go.
Yeah, that's just seems like a waste, you know? I mean, how much food do you throw out
I would
already?
just go to, yeah,
It's
I would just go
like
to the like farmer's market and get it from like like the regular farmer's market. I don't have to go
yeah.
to the. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
craziness,
it's just I think
bananas.
it's got to be like a joke.
I
Like
don't.
a
Yeah,
really
I
bad
don't
joke.
know. I don't. I mean, it's like if you look at what's in there and you know do the dive and do this research, you'll find out that probably 85% of everything that's in there is owned by some other large company. It's
Mhm.
just right. It's three times as much as whatever it is, but is it three times the quality? I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm not going to find out.
It just
There's
seems
not
to
one
be
close enough to me.
a place where people film videos now
Right.
about how
It was like
ridiculously
Gelson's, right? The
priced it
Gelson's
is.
up on the hill. It was big. That
Mhm.
was the big deal. Same
Yeah.
thing, right? Higher Gelson's, Bristol Farms.
Right. Right.
You do the deep dive though, and you find out, oh, it's private equity. Oh,
Yep.
who's private equity? Guess what? The
Mhm.
three, Vanguard, State Street. It's the same. It's all the same. It's all the same.
Yeah,
It's all the
it is,
same.
and it's sad with all the fast food places too. It's like they're all owned by, a handful of capital
The world is owned by the handful of things.
by three
Everything.
people,
Yeah,
and two of them are Chinese. Anyway,
probably.
um, so yeah, there is. Let's talk about Whole Foods for a minute. Now,
Okay.
when we would
Amazon.
no, just the Whole Foods, or as we like to
Yeah.
call it, whole paycheck. Oh, does Amazon own them now? I-
Yes.
Okay, that's right, they do.
Well,
So
the only reason I go to Whole Foods is when the things I want to buy are on Amazon Prime and I get like 30 extra percent off when scanning my little code.
So, there's one in Palm Springs. Actually, I think Palm Desert. So when we would go out there with my mom, we would just walk in and look around. We never bought
Yeah.
anything. I just like to look at see it, the kind of stuff they have. This one had a full bar connected to it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What? Huh? Not just
Yeah,
like
you could
a
get
little,
beer.
not just a
Yeah.
little eating area, like if you grab a
Yeah.
pre-made something. No, a
Yeah.
full bar
The full. Yeah, so does ours.
with big screen TVs and like you can hang
Yeah.
out there." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What? What is this
Sure.
sorcery? I don't understand it." So, I mean, that's
Sometimes you
great,
just need a drink while you're grocery shopping.
I guess. And I can't believe how expensive drinks are now. What did we used to pay for beers when we would go out? Like a Coors Light was how much? 250?
Probably, I was gonna say $3.
$3 max? I mean,
Yeah.
20 bucks and we'd go home. No,
Yeah.
that's like
Well, I
for
mean, yeah.
two,
I mean,
you
but also
know,
minimum wage was $3,
this is true.
right?
This
So
is true.
minimum wage is the same price as a Coors Light. I think that's the parameter right now. That's kind of where we're at. I mean, you go to a restaurant to get a soda. It's $4.95. Now,
Yeah.
there is no fucking chance that soda syrup
Mm-mm.
has gone up that much in
No.
price that you it's just
That's one of the
nope.
biggest profit margins for a restaurant is
Phew, that's why I
soda.
don't buy them anymore.
Yeah.
No,
And so if I get like this morning we went out to breakfast and I had a coffee. So if I'm paying $4 for just a cup of coffee,
I'm
nothing
drinking four
fancy,
cup
I'm having like
drinking four
three
cups.
cups and then
Just leave the
I'm
pot.
bouncing off the walls. And I might get one to go too. You know, it's
Yeah.
like if I'm paying that much, then
And
I'm
there's a
getting
handful of
refills.
places that I go to that like they sell by the can, right? You just
Hmm.
so there's no free refill. But if you're selling me a can for $1, like you're higher up now on my list of places that I will return to.
Hmm.
But if you're selling your can for 4.50,
No,
not a di-
no.
no.
It's like don't
I
grossly
could buy a
rip
12
people
pack for
off.
4.50.
Exactly. Don't
I
just
I
rip
get
people off
it.
because you can. We're not stupid. And sometimes we
Well,
don't
there
have a
are some that
choice.
are
Well,
stupid.
yes, some people are
Yes.
stupid, and sometimes I'm stupid. But it's like
It's just frustrating.
when you live in a big area, you have choices. So make it worth it for me to come there, you know? I don't know. I'm starting to see more, maybe we're just starting to pay attention more to specials and deals and things that, like, we have a Buffalo Wild Wings near us, but I've never been to one, but I love
So
wings. Is it gross?
they're not.
They're not good. Wings? I mean,
You
I
go
don't know.
try for yourself.
But they have some kind of wing deal right
Some
now,
sort
and
of
I'm like,
it's what is like $10 to all you can
yeah.
eat something or
I
like
said,
but like
this
it
is when I
can't
would
be
try it.
good if it's the it
But
can't be
it's
good
like,
if it's that cheap.
I don't know. I've never been to one. I've never been to a Hooters.
Give
I
it.
love wings. So we'll see.
I
I
mean, we've got a couple of places here that have really, really, really good wings. So there's no shot that I'm going someplace other than those two places for
right.
like I'm not doing it. Like
So have
I'm
you ever
not.
been to a Golden Corral?
Yes,
So there's one here. The parking lot's always packed. Tom wants to try it. I'm like, I
it's
don't know.
nasty.
It's like Waffle House. It's hit or miss. But I mean,
It's nasty.
this one has a good reputation, good rating. And my issue is cleanliness. But it's like I don't really do buffets anymore because it's just too much food. I can't. It's not worth what I'm paying. I can't eat that much food at once. So I don't know. We
But the
might
Golden
try it.
Corral mashed potatoes that comes in the tube is the same mashed potatoes in a tube at yours as it is at the other one.
I
And
know.
it's nasty.
I've never
It's
been. I got
nasty.
to do it just to say we
I
did it.
mean,
So,
give it a shot. Go ahead. I'm just keep your expectation low.
well, it's cheap. You know,
It's
we
the
could.
same way. Like Whole Foods used to have their hot bar, and it used to be like they would actually cook it there. Now it's because there's so many of them. It's so big. It's like like the chicken tenders are coming out. Like they're not hand breading them. Like it's not good
They're
anymore.
frozen and just,
It's
yeah,
just
heat it
everything's
up.
in a tube, and they're cutting it open, and
And that's
it's
something that surprised me is the amount of food at the grocery store that arrives frozen
yeah,
and sits in the back until it defrosts and then they bring it out.
yeah.
And you think it's fresh. Even in
Not.
the package, you think it's fresh.
It's
And
not.
it's been frozen. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those documentaries on where our food comes from and that kind of
I
stuff.
don't like
And
those.
I don't either because I would never eat again. And I enjoy eating too much to watch one of those.
I don't like
So,
those.
all right, what else do we got? We kind of just went all over the place.
That's it. That's where I kind of went. The only other honorable mention I wanted to put out there was fashions,
Oh,
which was
God.
the which was the
They didn't serve food.
18 and older nightclub
Yep.
that we would They were pretty good though about checking IDs
They were.
and like
They
there
were.
was, and then you had your wristband, and like there was
Mm-hmm.
not a whole lot of underage drinking inside the facility.
No.
However, in the parking lot before you got there is a whole different story.
Right.
But yeah, fashions, that was a good time. I'm sure there are 18 and older whoopty hoopty places around that are here, but
Shindies.
I'm not that age, so I don't. Yeah, shindies for sure. But
Yeah,
yeah,
there are.
fashions, I remember.
Most of them actually here are like Christian based type of
Yeah,
deals.
okay.
It's not like,
Mm.
nightclubs, but yeah.
A lot of
Um,
places, yeah, they'll do a night where somebody's performing or a certain thing,
mhm,
and it's reasonable for younger people, but like it closes early and there are all these
right.
things and there's no
Right.
booze and
Yeah.
yeah,
They do coffee. They have coffee now. Get the kids
great
loaded up on coffee.
monsters.
All right, what you talking about, Willis?
Well, and in light of all of these food conversations, I just thought, like, what are my favorite um, other things I say instead of eat? And my absolute favorite right now, what I use a lot is shovel. That because when I'm going someplace, it's someplace I like, and I want to shovel it in my
Shovel.
face.
Yeah.
A shovel. R.I.P. Mark was his favorite was grub. Let's go grub. You
Mm-hmm.
want to go grub? Want to go grub with me? Chow. I don't really like that one. And then the other one I like to is mow. Let's mow that down. But right now I would say shovel is probably my
Shovel.
the running shovel is the running one that I use the most.
I
Shovel
like
food in my
instead of
face.
mouth, gob. Just shovel that right into your gob.
Gob, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Your pie hole.
Your pie hole.
Shovel it in your
Yeah,
pie
we used to
hole.
say chug. That's more of a
Mm,
drinking thing. Chug.
yeah, yeah,
Or, yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Shovel.
Shovel.
Shoveling it in.
Well, mine has to also do with kind of what we were talking about today. And I was not aware that there is, I mean, and I guess it's been around for a long time. I just never knew. But have you ever heard something referred to as third space?
I have not.
A third space is not your home, not your school or work, but someplace you go when you want to get out of the house, but not be at work or school. And that's called a
Like
third
your car?
space. Well, it would be like a coffee shop, a library, a
Okay.
gym, a park,
Got it. A place you
something
go
like
to a
that.
lot. So
And
Rebecca's third space would be Rip Pizza and Beer.
right. And it's
She's
somewhere
there three
where
times a week.
you may have a it's a community-based thing. It could be your
Yeah.
church, it could be something like that,
Okay.
but it's called third space. I was like,
Okay.
okay, we just call that going out and getting out of the house, you know. Go to my
It's got to have a
place, like
name.
your
It's got to
place,
have a name.
Some
It's got to have a
people,
name.
their gym is their
It's got,
place, or they have a
it's got to have a
special
name. It's got to have a
bench.
label.
Right, it's got to have a label. But now there was something that said that third spaces now are no longer really serving the purpose that they were originally intended for, because they were intended for you be to interact with your community. And since everybody's like this all the time now, they don't
Not
interact at
interacting
all.
with anybody.
So, I mean, when we were at the parade, we were looking around at the kids with the parents. Parents are all talking. Kids are
Yeah.
like this, not
Yeah.
not even looking at each other. So, yeah, kind of sad. But
I think if somebody wanted to pick a business or a field to get into, chiropractic and neck physical therapy,
mm-hmm.
because your natural curve is supposed to
Right.
do this, but now that their curvature is changing and it's becoming
Yep.
problematic.
This is true.
So
This is very
straighten up,
true.
everybody.
Straighten up and
Hold
fly
your
right,
phone out
y'all.
here, but then you're gonna have shoulder, right? And then it's gonna be your
Yep.
shoulder and your thumb and yeah. So I would say, that's gonna be a PT on the
Yeah.
neck and thumbs and shoulders and
Oh, one last thing. What's your policy on tipping? How do you usually tip?
well, because I only go to a handful of places, we tip really, really well. Like it's 25, 30, double. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
throw all my money at them because I'm so happy that
Right.
I'm there because we go to the same places. We know people. They're like occasionally, maybe we'll get a free drink or we'll get
Mm-hmm.
we ordered one thing and that came wrong, so they gave us something else for free, or they'll comp our dessert or something. But like we, for the most part, I would say when I go out, it's those places. It's very, very gracious.
Right.
If I'm going to a regular like restaurant, I'm pretty 20% unless you were terrible. If you
Mm-hmm.
were terrible, I'm never going to probably give you, you would have to be really, really
Right.
terrible for me to give you less than 15. If
Right.
I'm doing anything fast food, whatever, it's, if I have a dollar in my, you get a dollar. Like if I'm getting, right, if it's like a coffee or something, whatever.
Right.
Sometimes I give nothing, but if I have a dollar, I'll give you a dollar. Or if it's like your change is 87 cents, great, you keep the
Keep it.
87 cents. But
Right.
I'm not, we're not 20, 30, we're not,
How about on
no.
to-go food? Do you tip on to-go food?
The, again, if I have the dollar and I'm just throwing it in, like if
Mm-hmm.
I'm, yeah, and again, I'm only going to like some of my favorite places, so I'm
Right.
happy to give them a little bit because I like them so much. But
It just seems like
it's a
tipping's
dollar. You get a
kind of
dollar.
gotten out of
That's it.
control now, where
So out of
like there's a
control.
tip jar everywhere you go. And it's
There is
like, I'm not, no, I'm not tipping.
one of the favorite places we go to has when you run your credit card, do whatever. There is no tipping option. It
Mm-hmm.
just goes straight to your bill. So like if you want to give it, you have to like fit, like they have taken
Right.
that completely out of their culture. As if you want to tip, you can, but like
Right.
we're not putting the pressure on you when you put your card in to do it there. Like you don't have to.
Well,
That's
hopefully
fine.
they pay their employees, you know,
They probably do.
well,
It's
where they don't
very,
have to
very,
depend on tipping.
yeah.
But yeah, it's gotten kind of crazy now,
It's
where
bananas.
everybody's
Too much.
expecting a tip for, anything. So I meant to include that, but didn't. So we got it at the end there.
Sorry.
That we. That's all I got.
That's
I
it.
don't
That's
really
all I
have much
got.
else. It's just still enjoy eating out. We don't do it as much as we used to, but and I still take my lunch to work every day because really
Yeah,
there's nothing
same.
around me to go somewhere and
Yeah.
eat. We don't have a vending machine, which I guess is a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, love to eat out, love to eat and drink and be merry. And they're opening new stuff around here all the time, and
You
everybody
try them
gets
all.
very excited. Very excited. I mean, we just had an El Pollo Loco take over where there was a KFC. KFC's gone. El Pollo Loco moved in. Now I have to tell
Oh.
you, I haven't had that in probably 15 years, but
Yeah, I'm
pretty
just
damn
gonna make my
excited.
own.
Yeah, it's not the same though. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. All right. Well, it's fair. All right. Well,
All right.
go patronize some of your favorite places then,
Okay, will
everybody.
do.
All right.
All right.
Have a good
Peace
week.
out.
Peace out.